So you really like the idea of owning a custom motorcycle of your own. In this episode, we'll be discussing how you decide which bike to choose for a first possible project. I'm a firm believer in choosing a bike project that has a large amount of aftermarket support. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to do that, but if you do choose a bike that is devoid of aftermarket support, you will have to learn to dig a little bit deeper into the artisan aspect of customization. If the bike needs some welding or fiberglass or carbon fiber, if that's your thing, you'll either have to learn those skills or pay someone else to do it. And they're out there, so that's not impossible, but it does start to increase the cost of the project. I'm not saying you shouldn't consider a bike that is lacking in aftermarket support, especially if there's a bike out there that really gets your creativity boiling. What I am saying is choosing a project bike that obligates you to go that deep in might best be saved for your second or third bike project so that you can build your experience and, more importantly, build your confidence. In our case, there are several bikes that are under consideration for our first build, but one bike in particular stands out above them all. That being the Paolo Tex Ducati Monster build. This outstanding design comes from the mind of Paolo Tessio, an automotive and industrial designer from Italy. His kit comes from across the pond and is accessible to us through our friends at Bellissimoto in Las Vegas, Nevada. Bellissimoto is also one of the premier connections for all kinds of great add-ons for whatever project you might consider working on, many of which we'll be taking advantage of for this project. Which brings us to our project. What we have here is a very clean 2005 Ducati Monster. It's an S2R 800. We picked it up from Ryan, who's a Navy veteran in Bend, Oregon. He begrudgingly gave it up only under assurances that it had a very well planned out future ahead of it. We chose this bike obviously for the aforementioned kit that we plan to use, but more specifically because this is a wet clutch version of the Monster. I've had dry clutch Ducatis before, and I know the purists are going to hate me for this, but I'm not a big fan of the racket they produce. So this time we went with the wet clutch so that we could opt instead for that sweet Ducati exhaust sound. Also, this version of the Monster actually does need quite a few improvements to bring it up to spec to pass muster for how hard we plan to push it both on the track and through the countryside, which again makes it ideal for this project. Alright, so what are our goals for the bike? We have to have some goals. We got to lay out what we plan to do ahead of schedule, order parts, all this kind of stuff, a plan of attack. So the first thing we want to hit up is our body kit. That's kind of a centerpiece for it. We'll order that early. We have to decide, are we going to wrap it? Are we going to paint it? I mean, I can't paint, so trust me, no. So I'm going to have to contact somebody that would do paint or a wrap job. Color scheme. We have to decide what color scheme we're going to go with. Are we going to leave it black and yellow? I have some ideas on that. Some of you folks have a real nice artistic flair. What color scheme would you guys go with? Leave a comment down below and let me know what color scheme you'd be thinking of, because some of you guys think way better than I do when it comes to artistic design and things of that nature. I'm the wrench turner guy. I have friends for artistic design. So one of the things we have to hit is the headlight. The front cowl on the new body kit is a smaller diameter, and that big light won't fit in that cowl, so we have to get a new one that's appropriate for the cowl. So the next subject is the clutch cover. This wet clutch, we can put on a nice see-through version from a number of purveyors that make them. So we'll be putting on a see-through clutch cover. That'll be cool to see the clutch in there doing its work. And so the next project, exhaust. This particular sound is not my favorite, so we're putting a new exhaust on it. The next project will be hubs, gears, chains. So we're going to rebuild the rear hub to have something that will have more flair and more style. It'll look better. We're also going to drop the gears down. This thing is pretty tall geared. I have to have something that will work better around town. I want to drop the gears down and then make it look good, right? A lot of the things that we plan to do are more style. They're not necessarily going to make you go faster or stop faster. They just look cool. And that's kind of what we're after. Okay, next subject's going to be suspension. This bike has woefully inadequate suspension. But there's a number of things we can do. We're probably going to do cartridge inserts because I know that everybody can do that and be successful at it. You can just do a little bit of research online, no problem, and swap out the cartridges. And all of a sudden you've got fully adjustable forks. Okay, next subject we're going to tackle is brakes. The brakes are pretty good on this. There are upgrades to be had. We're going to try to keep it simple. And so we can make simple upgrades that are effective and also kind of look cool. I got some ideas for stuff like that. So we'll dig into that. So the next thing is bars and levers. I'm not entirely sure if we're gonna either powder coat the bars or trade them out for a new set. Levers, other accents and things that we can add visual styling cues to that will be just fun and super easy to do. It'll set your bike out from the other bike that is sitting next to it. It's just gonna be a nice little touch. Okay, wheels. I like the black wheels. I'm not against them. I have a set of bronze wheels. So that's one of the things we plan to check out. Okay, the seat. The Paolotex kit comes with a best rudimentary seat. It is high performance, you know, it is comfortable enough for around town, and that's cool, but I'm curious about how we can maybe upgrade that into a more comfortable seat pan with a nice leather seat that looks the appropriate part. I don't know, we'll have to dig into that. Maybe we figure out we're just going to use what comes with the kit and leave it alone. I'd like to dig in and get something just a little classier than the foam pad they give you. We'll see. Okay, next project we're going to take on is going to be the rear sets. Do we want brand new rear sets, fully adjustable? Do we care? Do we want just pegs? We can just replace the pegs. Powder coat the current rear sets. These guys, powder coat these maybe black. I don't know. I'm undecided. You know, put your comments down below. We'll see what you guys think. Some people have better ideas than me. Help a guy out. Let's figure out what we want to do with the pegs and the rear sets. So the last thing we're going to hit is graphics. Now we'll probably cover graphics way up here at Paint Scheme, but food for thought, things we're going to work on. Some of you guys have some really good ideas on that kind of thing, and I'm not against stealing some of your ideas too. All of these subjects, they may be in a different order than we have laid out here. We're just going to make sure we hit all of them and keep on moving. So if you like where this project is going, hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up. It sure helps the channel out.